Well, new details this morning out of Moscow, Idaho, where police are investigating the murders of 4 university students. NewsNation speaking with the Uber driver who gave 2 of the 4 victims a ride home the night they were murdered. This is families of the victims are enduring a holiday with loved one missing and police remaining tight-lipped. Alex Capriello live in Moscow with the very latest. Good morning, Alex.
Hey, Kelly, good morning to you. I spoke to that rideshare driver who presumably was one of the very last people to see both Kaylee and Maddie alive. He shared new details with me, including the fact that he was the one who turned himself into the police. His firsthand testimony is helping us build additional context about this case.
NewsNation tracked down and spoke to the Uber driver who was likely one of the last people to see Idaho murder victims Kaylee Goncalves and Maddie Mogen alive. In an exclusive conversation with the driver, who asked to remain anonymous, he says he knows Maddie, Kaylee, and Xana and shared what he remembered about the ride, a drive he says he thinks about every single day. I have a very good memory, the driver tells NewsNation. I wasn't followed. There was no one there. There was absolutely nothing strange about that street. It was just a normal night on Greek Row. He says Kaylee and Maddie were not nervous or apprehensive in any way. The driver turned himself into the police days later, sharing his GPS coordinates and alibi, critical evidence to prove his innocence.
Part 17 of the Who is Rebecca Schofield series is a major key as well.
Meanwhile, the very first lawsuit has been filed related to the quadruple murder. Rebecca Schofield, a professor at the University of Idaho, is suing TikToker Ashley Guillard for claiming she orchestrated the murders, hiring a student to sneak in and kill the 4 victims in their sleep. The TikToker, a self-proclaimed internet sleuth who uses tarot cards to solve crimes, has posted dozens of videos garnering millions of views from her 100,000 followers. In the lawsuit, Schofield's lawyers say her reputation has been tarnished and she has suffered extreme emotional distress from the constant public attention.
And over the past few weeks, we've seen Moscow PD draw a hard line when it comes to spreading misinformation and false rumors. So I asked them whether or not they were aware of this civil lawsuit. They said they know about it, but at this point, they're not sure whether or not they plan to pursue criminal charges. Kelly.
All right, such a difficult story on so many different levels. Alex, thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.